welcome back to another grocery haul. Today was main shopping day in my fortnight. So if you don't know, I shop fortnightly. I do a main shop in the first week, and in the second week I do a top-up shop. So in my first week I try to plan shop planned around obviously the main meals that I've got planned out for the fortnight, and then the top-up shop is for extra fresh fruit and veggies, things I might have run out of unexpectedly, things that might go on sale that I want to catch that sale, like if they're half price items, things like that. So I do all this to save money. I have shopped monthly, I have shopped weekly, I've shopped fortnightly. For me personally, fortnightly works best because of my top-up shops that I do. To save time and things, shopping monthly absolutely did that, but when you added in the top-up shops, because of how I budget and things like that, it ended up costing more. So, and I couldn't take advantage of the sales quite as well as I can if I'm doing it fortnightly, so that's why I do it. So in short, fortnightly just works better for me. So if you're new to the channel and you want to see videos like this and you want to see how I save money and just ways you can save money to help beat inflation and all that going on at the moment, I'm doing a whole lot of meal planning, food, grocery related, budget related videos this month in May. It's going to be on a playlist called Meal Planning May, and it's linked below. Meal Planning May, sorry. It's a mouthful. It's linked below already. There's already videos on there, so definitely go and have a look at them and you can sort of get a feel for the start of it. But I'm going to be talking about lots more stuff. Today was main shopping day for me though, and normally I would be filming through the day and you know, as I'm shopping, sometimes I'll going to the shops and when I come back and everything. But it was such a hectic day for me. I just I don't even know what happened today. It was such a busy day. My shop was big for me because I went to 3 different places today trying to save money because of certain sales and deals and things like that. So it took a lot out of me today. And then I picked up the kids from school, and then I had stuff to do with school. They've got a lot going on at school this week, so it's been madhouse. So I'm just starting the vlog now, which is super late, but I did at least film the grocery haul for you guys today, so I'm going to show you everything I've got. Now, if you are a VIP member and you want to know what the VIP lounge is, there's a link to that below. You get exclusive videos and stuff on there. There's years of meal plan with me videos on there, so go and have a look at them. But if you are a VIP member, there will be a meal plan with me video of some sort, obviously coming up on the channel, to do with today's grocery haul and next week's top-up shop. So it'll be up in the next week. So I kind of, you know, give you a bit more of an insight of how I've planned my meals and stuff for this fortnight. I'm also going to be posting, I didn't post it last week, but I am going to post an extra video in the next week as well to do with the wish list printable. Okay, so I'm going to be going into that in a bit more detail and how I used it this fortnight. I've decided to sort of talk about this fortnight just because it's in relation to obviously this fortnight's grocery haul and everything. So keep an eye out for that if you are a VIP member. But however, okay, grocery shopping for me. So my main shop, my budget is $240 for the fortnight. That's for my main shop, okay? That is based on $70 for anyone aged 14 years plus, because I figure by 14, eating pretty much the same as adults by then. And then anyone under that is $50 a person. I've got 4 people in the family, 2 adults, 2 kids under the age of 14. So that is $240 for my main shop is my budget. And then my top-up shop, it's $70 next week, and that's just based on whatever I budget for an adult. So come back next week and see how I go with that. But I will just tell you here now, I spent right to the dollar, the $240. It was like $239.76 or something. Like, it was right to the dollar this fortnight. I did do my usual, I ran out my shopping list and planned it, estimated prices. I actually shopped online this week because I got stuff at Coles and Woolworths. Coles, I've got a flybuys deal going on where I have to just only spend $50 a week, which I need to anyway. There's certain things I need to get from there. So it has worked out amazing. I'm coming out of this 4-week shop with them with about $70 extra bonus, which is awesome. So I went there. I also went to Woolworths just for a few things, not too many things, but I did go there. And then of course I also went to Aldi to grab, mainly with Aldi, I kind of really stuck to the fruit and veg sort of stuff from Aldi because it is just cheaper. And the Aldi I go to have a really good rotation, and it's usually always pretty fresh, and it's just a good quality, to be honest. Sometimes it's better quality, well, most of the time it's better quality than what I get from the Coles and Woolworths like when I go and pick up, instead of me walking into the store, if I go pick up, I'm getting better quality stuff from Aldi. So I do prefer to go there for fruit and veg when I can. So I did that. But my main focus this fortnight, you'll see in the grocery haul, and you probably think, why has she bought so much pasta sauce? It's not because we're just living on spaghetti bolognese for the next fortnight. I am going to be talking about some, I'll say, affordable, easy, simple meals that I make with the pasta sauce that might surprise you. Some things that you can do it too at home on a budget, okay, that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you guys a bit of a video on that at some point this week, or maybe next week perhaps, using that stuff. So I really meal planned around that. What I wanted to do this fortnight for meal planning was, I have been cooking. If you look at the videos that are already on that Meal Planning May playlist, or even the grocery haul and meal planning playlist, have a look at those, they're linked below. I have been doing quite a bit of cook up and stuff because I had to use some stuff that was expiring, so my freezer has a good amount of food in it, and I could have just meal planned based off that and not bought any meats or anything, but I really wanted to sort of keep that there and just do some other things. So I want to make some simple things, affordable things, things we like. So that's what I've meal planned based on this fortnight. So definitely keep an eye on the channel for the videos coming up so you can see all those things. And then what I kind of went to, I did get some pantry stuff as well, but it's more I'll say, you know, pre-made almost, you know, that kind of stuff, snacky stuff for the pantry, but it's stuff I'm actually going to be breaking down. I'm going to be talking about that in another video too, on how I save there. So it's all related, but this fortnight was all about me trying to do everything on, you know, a tight budget, but to get a lot of stuff. So that's how it went, and I did really well. I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I've got now. Okay, I've got everything laid out for you guys. So much here today. A lot of pasta sauce, got a lot to explain there, I will tell you. And bread, we have been going through so much bread. I might start at the bread so I can explain myself a little bit. So, well, there's nothing to explain. You guys see, if you're new to the channel, I do buy a lot of bread. We go through a lot of bread. I have kids, so doing a lot of sandwiches, toasties, just all that kind of stuff. The kids love it, you know, like, so it's just, and it's a cheap, easy thing to do, so we do it. We absolutely love and have settled on Tip Top bread. If you are new to the channel, my husband was a baker at Baker's Delight, so we always had bread, endless bread, and we didn't pay for it. So once he left there, because he's in a new job now, obviously paying for bread, whoa, it was a shock to us. But we've just put it into the budget. Like, we're still paying the same amount of for groceries as what we would normally have, and we've just had to do that. So I meal plan very well to afford the bread, because these, well, let me add up. It would have been close to $30, I think. 4, 8, 12, 16, oh no, 20 something dollars for sure. So Tip Top bread is what we've settled on. So we're so used to Baker's Delight bread, fresh, delicious, love it bread, that when we come out of, you know, not having that because it was just too expensive to keep buying too, we found Tip Top bread. Tip Top bread, because we were having high fiber bread, by the way, at Baker's Delight, so it was very expensive. Tip Top bread is what we've settled on. I'll tell you why I like it. Totally worth the price you pay. It was $3.40, but with the price rise of all groceries at the moment, it's gone up to $3.70. At Coles and Woolworths is where we get it. It is, we buy toast, just because we prefer the slightly thicker slices of bread. Tip Top bread is, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but have a look at the loaves in the store. It is a bigger square, like a bigger loaf. So that is good for me with Johnny, because otherwise he would eat more slices of toast anyway. So this actually helps combat that. So he might have 4 slices of toast with this, but if we have a different size loaf of bread, then he might have 6 pieces. Like, you know, he eats a lot because he's a guy and he's tall and he's just can eat a lot, you know. So this works out better for us. Tip Top bread also stays a lot fresher, like it doesn't go stale quickly. It's a good loaf of bread. Johnny's checked ingredients and stuff from the bakery and things, and it does have 4.5 stars. Like, it's a good bread to have. So I would highly suggest Tip Top. Freezes really well as well. Like, all this will go into my freezer and I pull it out. Great for freezer sandwiches as well. Defrost, it's still fresh. It's just really good bread. So I would highly recommend Tip Top bread. I know a lot of you are probably paying for like the $1.60 or $2 loaves of bread. If you're toasting that bread, that's good, but I would recommend this for sandwiches for sure. So I have 6 loaves because I have none in my freezer. This will maybe last a week and a half. Usually at my top-up shop, I usually go to buy more bread, which is next week. So anyway, tip-top bread we have. Also in the bread category, I bought the raisin loaf from Aldi, which is, I think it's about $1.70 roughly at the moment, maybe $1.79. It's okay. Actually, I like the tip-top raisin loaf, but it is more expensive. Like, I'm talking near $5 I think for the loaf, so this is a cheaper option. This I'm actually going to butter up and put it straight into the freezer and have it as sandwiches. The kids love this as sandwiches in their lunchbox when we can't get hot cross buns because Easter's sort of finished. This is a really great thing. Plus we love toasted obviously to have as well, but it's a good cheap snack slice too, so we really like it. I also have these fresh pockets. These used to be $2 a pack for, what is there, 6 of them. We don't really have them as pockets. Sometimes Johnny or I will use them almost shaped like a taco type thing, and we'll put salad and stuff in them that way, because if you try to open up pockets, they're usually all stuck together and you can't get them open anyway. But I specifically bought these for pizzas. I make mini pizzas on these ones. If I don't have these for mini pizzas, I will buy the bigger, what are they called? It's like a pita, I guess, pita bread. It's really nice as a pizza because it goes crunchy. It's so yummy. But I'll buy the big one at Aldi, and it's about $2 to $3 as well for those. But I'm going for mini ones because I want to do pizzas. Now, these used to be $2 each at Coles or at Woolworths. They're now about $2.20, I think. So not up too much, but they are up in price. Hot dog rolls I got for $2.50 at Coles. I do prefer Coles bakery rolls as opposed to Woolworths ones, because the Woolworths ones sometimes, like when I'm eating, I don't know, they've brushed it with something and I can taste it and I don't like the taste. I do prefer Coles ones for sure. $2.50 for these. If I'd bought just the hot dog rolls at Aldi, they were $2.29, so it's really not that much dearer to go for the fresh bread bakery cooked that in the last 24-hour roll. So that's why I purchased from there. So I got those tortilla wraps. We actually use these as wraps, so the kids don't like a wrap taste usually like your regular wraps, but they love tortillas. We love Old El Paso the most, so I get them. $4.50. They weren't on special, but they are the regular size, not the minis. The kids, I actually put like cheese and meat on these and wrap them up and put them in their lunchbox, and they have salad on the side because they've been to a lunchbox, so they have bits of salad on the side. They don't like salad in sandwiches or in wraps, but they like it on the side, so that's how we do. So I bought those for that. Also, you can freeze these, and to make them last and for a cheaper option to not have wastage and stuff, freeze these. Put these in a bag, put them in the freezer and freeze them. If you only need 2, just pull 2 out. So that's a good way of sort of expanding the life of them and not having wastage, because they will go moldy if you don't get them. And that's a point to make with these. These will go moldy very quickly. So I put them in the fridge, but I will usually put these, like if I was going to use them, I'd put them in the fridge and just use them over a couple of days. They don't have a long shelf life. Or you put them in the freezer, and if you're going to make pizzas out of them, you can just pull them out as you need them. They defrost pretty quickly. Make your pizzas, or even make pizzas on them and put them in the freezer straight away just to get longer life out of them. So there's just some tricks when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like I said, for this to be long lasting and fresh, I will butter these up today and wrap them up and put them in the freezer and just pull them out on the day the kids need them for school lunches. Again, cheaper option, just makes it last longer, so I'll do that. Okay, I'm going to explain the pasta sauce. I have purchased a lot of it, but I'm putting a lot of this into this week's meal plan, or this fortnight's meal plan. So VIPs, look out for the meal plan with me video. It will come up and I'll explain what I'm doing. But I'm also doing a video for you guys on ways you can use this pasta sauce, or any pasta sauce, but this one is only, oh, it's gone up, but I think it's like $2.19 now, but it's 700 grams. It's a good one. We really like it. I love Lego's one, but the Lego's one is smaller, and I will only buy that when it's on $2 special. But in saying that, $2.19, I get a lot more in this one, so that's why I buy it. But I'm going to do a video on how I use this for different recipes, okay? They kind of like cheat recipes, things you can do with this that will be affordable, cut your grocery bills down, but you can still have some nice meals. I'm going to show you guys. So it's more than just spaghetti bolognese, if you will. So I'm going to show you that. So this is why I have 6 of them. So $2.19 now they're up to. The Campbell's spaghetti sauce with beef. This again is just a cheaper option. I'm going to talk about this in another video as well, like in a cheats recipe video, that instead of, if you can't afford to buy mints, this is a cheaper option, and I actually mix it with this. So it's just because this taste here, just this straight, is too much for the kids. It's just too strong for them. But if you mix it with this, it's a cheaper alternative. It stretches longer. Like, it's really good. So I've bought some of this today. Now this is about $2.70, I think, roughly in the stores, but it's a good option when you can't afford mints and you still want spaghetti bolognese. This is a really good option. I've been having this and eating this since I was a kid. My nan and that used to purchase it because they were really tight on money, my nan and pop. They had 8 kids, so even when the kids left home, then they had a billion grandkids. So they would have this all the time. But yeah, it's just another alternative. So I'm going to talk about that in the video. I have purchased some mints. I've just got 1 kilo. I do have some more in my freezer, so I'll be using that in a few different dishes coming up this fortnight. Schnitzels. So this is actually a substitute because I actually purchased the big, I think it's like 12 in them. They're slightly smaller in the big 12 pack from Coles. The 12 pack is about $10.50, I think, roughly, for that. It's a great pack to have. Really like it. It's a good size, the Schnitzels. They didn't have any, so they've actually substituted 3 of these packs instead. These only have 4 in them, and they're very expensive. I think they're about the same price, but you're only getting 4. So I'm happy that I have these. I'm going to be cooking up some parmas with these and show you guys using that sauce. I love it for that sauce, so we're going to be doing that. Chicken chunks. I got 2 kilos of this. Going to be using this for a couple of different recipes. Now, here's a little trick. It's like slightly dearer. I think it doesn't say on here, but I'm pretty sure this is like $11 a kilo. Whereas if I buy just chicken breast, it's like $10 or $10.50 from the deli, I think, a kilo. So I get chicken chunks because they chop it up for me. I don't have to do anything. Plus, if I purchase the other one, I'm cutting off fat pieces and stuff anyway, but this seems to be pretty good. So I just get it done from the deli now. It's a cheaper option, saves me time. So that's just a little cheats way of actually having your chicken breast and not having to cut it up and deal with all that. It's a good option, but you can only get that at Coles. I haven't seen that at Woolworths. Garlic bread, I got 2 garlic breads, $1.89 each from Aldi. It's really nice garlic bread, love it. Absolutely love it in the air fryer. Like, oh my God, it tastes so different. It's so good, love it. I did get pizza cheese, so I normally buy the Aldi one, which I think is small. I think it's 500 grams, the Aldi one. This is 700 grams, and it was $7.70 for this. Now that sounds expensive, but it is 700 grams, so I'm pretty sure it's slightly more than what the Aldi one is. The Aldi one's between $5 and $6 for theirs. They actually didn't have any, so I had to get it somewhere else, and so I just chose this from Coles. I've actually never purchased this one from Coles, but it looks the same. It's got the same types of cheese in it. Hot dogs, these are like around $2 from Aldi, so I got those for dinner one night just as a cheap and easy dinner. Other cheese I got was actually the cheese slices from Aldi. Isabella loves this cheese. Joseph's not keen on it, which is a bummer because it's such an easy cheese for me to use when I'm doing like toasties and stuff. He prefers this one, which I love too, but I'm just being lazy and not wanting to cut it up. But I did get the block cheese from Aldi. This is around, it's sitting at around, I think this one, because it's a 500 gram, I think it's like nearly $6 for this one now. The sliced cheese is around $3 for this one, so it's not a bad price. It's actually a really nice cheese too. We've had different sliced cheeses, you know, in the wrapping from other, you know, brands and shops and stuff like that, and we actually prefer the Aldi one, so we got that one. Bananas are super cheap at Aldi at the moment. They're like $1.70, I think, was it? $1.79 or something per kilo. Super cheap. So I got some green ones, and then I got some yellow ones for the kids to have after school tonight. Carrots were down too. They're $1.70, which is so good because the capsicum is so expensive now. It's like $12.99 a kilo. It's so expensive. This nearly cost me, it's a big one, it nearly cost me $5. Like, it was just robbery. It was so expensive, but I need it, so I wanted it because I'm going to have this one for our garden salad. Lebanese cucumbers, both of these cost me like $3.50, which not very big, but all the cucumbers were expensive, so I just went with this one. Continental was cheaper, but they were very small, and they were like $2.99 each, and they were small. Like, they would have been smaller than those two put together, so it wasn't worth me actually getting that one. Salami, so I normally buy the big 4-pack of salami, which is about I think it's around $5.99. It's a good deal from Aldi, like it's a really good deal. However, this one here, which you can't tell because unless you're putting them up against each other, the other one is very thickly sliced. This one is thinner, so I just prefer this one myself when I'm eating it, and for Joseph's lunches as well. So I just got 2 packets of these today, which are $1.99 each. 2 lactose-free milks for Johnny, 3 normal milks just for the rest of us. This is not lasting long at the moment, so I don't know how long the 3 milks are going to last. This would have normally lasted us a week, but the kids have been having so much more milk, and so have I, so I don't know how we're going to go with this. We'll see. Yogurts. In actual fact, it would have been cheaper for me to get the Aldi ones, but because they're 69 cents, but these ones were 10 for... what were they? 10 for $8, so 80 cents each. But I just wanted these ones, and I just wanted an easy one, especially because I didn't know if Aldi had any in at the moment. So, and my kids love the banana and vanilla, so I got these. So I did get a lot, but they will not last long in my house. And this size is really good for Isabella in her lunchbox. Strawberries super expensive at the moment. This was like nearly $4 for this punnet. Super expensive, but I really wanted strawberries, so I grabbed it. Tomatoes, I prefer, the cherry tomatoes were cheaper. This was $3.50. The cherry tomatoes were slightly cheaper, but I prefer these ones because they're a better size for snacking for the kids for their lunchbox as well. The rice crackers are still 89 cents. My kids love these, and they're not too bad for them, so I grabbed these. They're better than having a whole bunch of shapes, even though I did buy shapes somewhere, which I'll talk about. But I did grab these as another snacking alternative, barbecue and plain. Oh, these are really good too. So not healthy, obviously. Look at that. Half a star. But these are good to have just on the, as a treat. But these are like $1.80 in Aldi. They're super cheap. The marshmallows were only $1.99. Isabella asked for marshmallows. So I was going to get our regular ones, but then I saw the twist, so I thought I'd get these just for a bit of a surprise for her. Also, these are like Aldi's version of Pringles. These are cheap, $1.69. They're really nice. They're not too salty. I'm going to break these down in a, you know, snack food prep that I'm doing and just make them last longer, and then they can have some in their school lunch too. Not every day, but it is like a little treat to have them. So $1.69 is super cheap. I got 2 lots of water from Aldi for like $4 something, very cheap. Juice I actually got from Aldi today as well. Oh no, it's from Woolworths, sorry, not from Aldi. Juice I actually got from Aldi because our Golden Pash was not on special, so I just got the Aldi apple juice, and this is just apple juice. So the Golden Pash is really good because it's more watered down. It's not a straight juice. So, and the straight juice is often like orange juice, and that is too strong for Isabella, and she doesn't like it. But this one she seems all right with. So I grabbed this because Golden Pash was not on special. But this is like $2.19 at the moment for 6. Rice cakes, this is still like $1.50 in Aldi, which is good. Shapes are on special for $1.60. I actually have some in the cupboard, but I got just a couple more boxes to break down for snacks. Soft drink, Sunly is like Sunkist. My kids absolutely love it, and Joseph actually loves the lemon one too, the Jump, but I just forgot to get it, to be honest. I don't know how I forgot because they're right next to each other, but I just grabbed these. These are like 69 cents from Aldi. I did get the sugar-free one for the kids, like the lemonade, because they actually like it, and it just means they're not bouncing off the walls at bedtime. So I grabbed those. And then I also got this for me because I love this. This is like $1.19. The lime flavor one is so refreshing when it's cold. It's delicious. Popcorn's about $2.50 still in Aldi, which is good. Their corn chips are actually $1.99. These are really nice. We love the plain ones. I'm going to do nachos with these. So I got 2 packets for that. The body wash has actually gone up in price. This is actually really good. It's a 3-in-1, so actually this is great for the bath, for the shower, and I wash Isabella's hair with this as well, which is really good because it's hard to wash her hair. She cries, I don't want bubbles in my eyes, you know, all that, but this is actually really good, and it smells good, so I went with this again. And then I got some, what is this called? What is it called? Hand soap. That's what it is, hand soap refill. I've actually been doing the trick in the foaming pump bottles that someone told me about. You've got to work out how much to put in, but if you mix some of this with water and put it in there, not too much because it will bit too thick and won't go up the pump. But if you water it down, you can use it as a foaming, and it's a cheaper option, so that saves a bit more money too. But this is under $3 for this one. So, and because I'm doing it that way, this says 4 bottles, but because I'm putting it in the foaming thing, it will probably stretch to 6 to 8 bottles. Like, it's really good, so I love that. 2 bottles of my laundry liquid as always for like $1. Oh no, it's not $1.50 now, it's gone up to like $2. But that's still super cheap and we love it. And yeah, it's a soap that it cleans our clothes really well. Maybe it's my washing machine, but it works really well for us. It's not too overpowering with smell, and Joseph and I are not allergic to it. We have sensitive skin, and this just works for us, so it's a really good option. I also too have the puff pastry, the Pampers, like this one. This is down to $4.50 a normal price now, but I just had this in the freezer and I just pulled it out to show you guys. But I've got this to make some pies. So yeah, delicious. Love this pastry, try it. The Aldi one is just as good, but I just went with this one because I know it and I like it and it puffs up really well. That is today's grocery haul, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to keep an eye on the channel, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell button so you don't miss any videos, but definitely keep an eye out on the videos this month if you're after, you know, anything to do with meal planning, food, groceries, saving money on all that stuff, especially with everything going on. Definitely keep an eye on the channel and come back, check out everything else that's on here. I've got years and years of grocery hauls and me doing all this stuff all the time. It's all on the meal planning and grocery haul playlist link below. But yeah, check out everything. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye. One chance, you will never regret.